Yes, my name is Josephat Onyari. I'm the Director of Finance and Administration. When our Executive Secretary, His Excellency Dr. Wakne, came on board in 2019, he came up with several priorities. Among them, digitalization, the EU pillar assessment, issues to do with the office accommodation, and he took them as his agenda. On the digitalization, he wanted an institution that will be paperless, an institution that will have systems that will be able to support the funds that come to the institution. And among them, we were able to start with the PBMS. This is the planning, budget, and monitoring system, which will be able to be a platform that IGAD programs and indeed the member states will be able to prepare their budget from one platform. There before, we were having different budget systems being used by different programs, but this particular system will be able to have a platform that all the programs will be able to have the budgets prepared from. And in this case, we'll have one budget system or one budget program that will be able to be shared with all the member states and indeed the program. And on digitalization also, we've come up with the time and attendance system whereby we'll be able to check and ensure that our staff really put in the required hours in their work. Also, we are able to come up with a system, accounting system that will be able to support really the organization on how to account for the funds. And in this way, we'll be able to have that comfort with our donors, because our donors really is about ensuring that we have system that can support the disbursement of their funds. This is one of the priorities really the Executive Secretary came up with, and indeed is an area that is going to really ensure that IGAD is at that international standard. The other priority area on resource mobilization is on the pillar assessment. IGAD is supported by EU, and as EU, they would want us to pass what they call the EU pillar assessment. So this is another priority area, and as the ES came on board, we've been able to prepare very well for us to be able to take this assessment. So we hope to take this assessment before end of the year, so that then when we qualify, we will be able to be given a chance to use our systems to disburse the EU funds. The other area the executive came up with, a very brilliant one, is on the construction of the headquarters. As IGAD here in Djibouti, and indeed even in our member states, we are scattered or we are housed in various buildings which we are renting, but the Executive Secretary came up with that idea that we need to construct our own HQ, which we were able to come up with a consultant who was able to come up with a design that was shared with the member states. We had experts coming from member states to come and interrogate the design, and this design was approved by the member states themselves. We ended up advertising for the company to come and do the construction. We were able to get a company that is going to do the construction. Currently, the company is already on board. We've even made the first payment, so we expect this construction to start very soon. And indeed, we will be able to save a lot of money that we are paying to private landlords to house our projects and even our staff. So we will be able to have these savings made as a result of having our headquarters. So this is among the many priorities that our executive secretary came up with, and indeed these are priorities that will be able to save the institution funds that we are paying to private building, and also to ensure that in terms of resource mobilization, passing the PIL assessment, then we'll be able to get funds coming to the institution and also being dispersed using our own systems.